All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to go straight into the game because they're actually live with the pistol. We're 20 minutes behind the hour, and we actually need to get into this game because we're live, and it is actually Titan coming out pretty far ahead of Virtus.pro here. Two people still alive here for Virtus.pro going into the retake. Bomb planted on the A site. Snacks doing work. Pasha nearly overwhelming Scream, but it's not meant to be this time. Scream will actually be the one to get a quad kill in this pistol round, and, well, there you have it. A-site take from Titan, and leading up to that, it was a lot of people actually coming out through balcony and through apartments. I think 4 from Titan snuck their way out onto that A-site, so that was the strat used by Titan in the pistol.
Yep, a very, very cool idea, just holding it a little bit of mid control, making sure no one is sneaking up for banana or anything like that, and then 4 people rushing out is so hard to deal with, even in rifle rounds, but in pistol rounds especially. It's very hard to keep that control once you've got that many people rushing you down. Now, it's going to be Titan with a good lead here versus Pro. They did lose that match, the last one in overtime, so they're going to be a little bit frustrated. This Titan team, I feel like they're like the talking point now, and everyone's excited to see if they're going to be able to really bring it back to the top.
The glory days, the heyday. I mean, the day when they were one of the most feared teams on the planet. Yeah, we're all looking for that. But for now, at least, it's starting off pretty strong. They got that pistol. Looks like they've got control of the second round as well. Existence making sure that Neo can't flank around from short. Taz is kind of stuck in library. And there's 3 players still alive here for Virtus.pro, but they're just getting overwhelmed. This SMG buy actually kind of working out here for Titan, even with Virtus.pro going for the counter, which is to go for helmets. It's just not panning out for VP. And Snacks. All right.
Yeah, he's ready. Pasha right behind him. He's actually going to switch it up and try and get a little bit more range, but Pasha finding 2 kills there in RPK and Shocks, and that's definitely going to be a little bit annoying for them. They lined up for the CZ.
But what if he'd had a Zeus, Sanders?
Then he would have only killed 1, but it would have been twice as satisfying.
Ah, okay.
See?
Okay. Let's see. Now, this is actually pretty decent for VP. I mean, Pasha and Snacks both getting away with an MP7 and a MAC-10. 2 SMGs picked up. They hold on to some gear as well. It's not going to prompt a force buy out of Virtus.pro, but they can actually do some damage to Titan this round. Titan have to be a little leery now, going around those into like up short, you know, the close quarters areas, banana, where these SMGs could actually be put to good use. And nobody, you know, the bomb, it's not important for Titan. They're just gonna leave it back in spawn. Okay, there we go. Smith actually goes back to pick it up. Good man.
Somebody has to, right? They've got both the SMGs actually pushing into Shocks, who's right down here with an SMG of his own. Neo going to be first in line, but armor versus no armor, and it's a jumping headshot from Shocks. He was at the peak of his jump there and getting the kill. Bayali playing here, and Shocks is going to get shocked. It's perfect, isn't it? Bayali going to be the last man standing, 1 versus 3. We had Zeus getting Zeus yesterday, Shocks getting shocked. What else can we do, Semler? Just throw it at me, you know, I'm ready.
Ah! I don't know what to say. Ah, it's painful. Okay. Deep breath.
You're over it. Just, you know, channel that rage. Channel, you know, put it into creative use. I feel like that's the only thing to do.
Well, there we go. And Viali now, I mean, yeah, why not? Just run in here, see if you can't find somebody. He's hoping to get it. Can he get there fast enough? No. Boom. All right, so Titan, they keep 3 guns alive. That's the long and short of it. They lost Shocks, but then he only had the MP7. Not the end of the world for them. And so they actually will have the money to go for a full buy here, Titan. No problem at all. It's going to be VP also going for rifles. 1 P90 picked up on Snacks this time, not Taz. I was kind of expecting Taz to go for it, but looks like Taz had enough for that M4. Still get that helmet armor. And while Smith's... Galil for Smiths. Okay. Smith's taking a bit more of a backseat in these roles. He's carrying the bomb. He's the one going for a Galil. No, he actually stays with the 5.7. He doesn't want to even use the Galil. Okay, interesting, interesting. Curious to see if he's taking more of that support role now.
Quick round into the middle here as Existence and RPK pick up 2 great kills, and that's going to leave Neo in the pit very much alone. There was a bit of backup coming in from Catwalk. Nice shot from Neo, but Snacks has already gone down, and Neo is still alone up here. Pasha trying to get there as fast as possible. Neo gonna go down to RPK, who picks up the 2nd kill of the round for himself and Pasha. He takes down Smiths. He's very low on health indeed. 1 versus 2.
That's not quite good enough here in this situation. Still a good nade count here on Titan. They can just keep chucking flashes out. Still an HE on RPK as well, and Pasha only on 6 HP. It's really low, and he's actually going to decide to back off and hold on to his weapons. Smart move on his part. If he'd had a little bit more HP, if he'd managed to survive with a bit more, might have gone in to that retake, but yeah, it's better to just back off. A-site retake, there's so many angles you have to worry about. It would have been a really tough job for Pasha to get done.
A nice little angle here from Pasha, maybe to try and see if he could get someone coming through a library. We can tell that Titan are running a different path. So 4-0 here early on. I mean, that kind of aggression into middle. Neo was alone in pit, like, you know, 10 seconds into the round or something, like maybe 15 seconds into the round. And the backup that was coming through Banana, if they got the kill, if VP had won the fight down there, that would have been great, but they didn't. Neo had to just delay for way too long.
Yeah, in the end, it just, yeah, exactly. It's down to timing. It's down to timing. And, well, this isn't going to get any easier here for Virtus.pro, although they are interested in giving us a bit of a show. 3 Deagles picked up for them. So we'll see if they can actually put those to good use, if they can find a 1 Deag. No real targets for them to work with, though. Titan working their way up second mid, hoping to be able to just catch somebody off guard here. They do hear somebody up in apartments, so that's information that's going to get communicated. And, yeah, just dunk the nade on top of Taz. Taz looking for that info. He's going to get punished. But byali doing a little bit of damage to RPK at least, and he gets the fadeaway headshot onto Scream.
It's ridiculous. Taz here to see if he can follow up on that, and RPK is right around the corner. And Taz is here as well, and RPK, not sure why he kept going there. That's going to give them the bomb. byali will go down finally. Taz is covering it still. Pasha going to be walking closer with that M4 in hand that he saved from the previous round. Neo checking apartments, but now Pasha going to come into it. Snax with one more headshot. Titan, they're giving away this round. Kill for kill. It's going to be Taz to finish it off. Double on him. I mean, the fact that they knew that Taz was on this corner, they knew that byali was over here. As soon as RPK walks in here, he's in a crossfire. And there's no one there to help him. That's very confusing. That's the sound of Semler actually, you know, just was that like face palming the desk?
Face planting the desk, yeah.
Yeah, face planting the desk.
Sometimes things happen and you're just like, I don't understand.
No, because they just put so much effort into winning that last round, which was the big buy round from VP. Then they get it knocked down by Deagles and a saved M4. Well, they're going to pick up an AWP on Smiths as well. Interesting.
Well, let's see. I mean, Smith says, I mean, he had the money. That's the thing. He was using the Galil, not the most expensive rifle. I mean, he's been kind of managing his funds, so no surprise to see Smith going for that AWP. He's also had a tendency to use it in the past on this map. He's one of those few oppers who's not afraid to go to the sniper rifle on such a congested map. But let's see, Neo starts it off strong, removes Smith, and there it is, the crossfire kicking into play, but then 2 quick shots come right back into it. Scream and Shocks, 2 headshots, opening it up, bringing it back to a 3-on-3.
See if they can hold on here. Taz hiding in the corner. It's a good headshot to start with here, but he's going to get overwhelmed. And Pasha showing up exactly 1 second too late. Now they're going to be fighting him, and Shocks comes out on top. It's now a triple kill. And Snax, they're running in one at a time. VP's the last man left looking for the fight. In about 30 seconds, he's going to fall back and try and play a much longer game. And Titan, they're just going to make a run for it here. That was, I mean, Taz was alive just long enough that when he died, Pasha showed off to take over. Then Pasha dies, then Snax shows up. If they just all slow it down a bit, they actually have a chance to at least play some better odds.
And yeah, Snax just now realizing what happened. They pulled the wool over his eyes. He realizes, and he's going to step quiet, but no, he's just going to run right up here. He's making the noise. He's looking to catch somebody off guard. Somehow catch them out of position, but Existence was ready and waiting. As soon as Snax rounds the corner, boom, Existence strikes, and this resets the economy for Virtus.pro. This makes their life a little bit more difficult. But because they had won an eco round and kept so many guns for free, VP actually have the money for a full buy here. That's basically like a bit of luck there for VP that things broke down the way they did. Because if they were on a hard eco, double eco situation on Inferno where Titan, I mean, they're already up on 5 rounds. If they would have got up to 6 or 7 for free, this would have been a catastrophe rather for VP.
And it's so weird to see Titan play like this. Titan are playing almost like a way that Envy would play. You know, they're just quick there. They look for early fights, and as soon as they get them, they just keep powering through. This isn't like the slow and sort of very methodical Titan here, and I'm loving it.
Do you think this is the Smiths and Shocks kind of having an influence on the roster? Scream coming into it as well. I mean, you got 3 guys who are pretty much new to the team in a sense.
And also for 3 guys who in the past have had sort of severe issues with Existence, you know, micromanagement way of playing. But also, I actually do also think it's just Existence also saying, look, I'm also going to be playing a more loose style. Let's just all play a more loose style. Let's just keep going and see if it's going to work out here. Viali just going to get a good double kill there. Taz with a shot on RPK and Screaming Existence making their way onto the site, but there's still a guy in pit, and that was Neo. He goes down though, and now it's back into a 2 versus 2, and they could get this bomb plant through. Pasha can't stop it. What a turnaround.
How did VP lose control of that situation? Let it get this close. And now there's a man in pit. There's a man in graveyard waiting as well. Scream is going to be spawning up on short. Perfect situation for him, seeing as how that's basically like the headshot roll right there. And there it is, peekaboo moment. And Existence gets both kills. Sick frag on the last one on Pasha. But that was so nice. And look at that. Existence is top fragging right now for Titan.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, so... this Existence had a really weird career in this game. First of all, because all of the sort of brilliance that we credited him with, it's really hard to prove what he's really doing. We're not hearing the comms, and even if we were, a lot of us wouldn't understand it anyway. And then also, and then in the beginning of Global Offensive, he was probably the most hated person in the game in terms of like being on a top team, and everyone felt like he was horribly underperforming here. Shock's going to be rushing in, and it's a armor or no armor pistol around here coming out of VP, so should be shut down.
Oh, this might be bad though. I think he's calling out that nobody's here on the A site.
Oh yeah, you could be right.
Because look at this, they're rotating back. This might actually work. Taz, flash in a boiler. Actually, are they going to check? Are they going to be very thorough here, Titan? No, they aren't. They catch Snacks, but there's 2 players on this A site right now. Titan, they could be completely caught off guard. Smiths, bit of a heart attack moment there for him. Now, well, it's going to be down to Bialy, and yeah, not going to get anything done. He had a bit of a golden opportunity there to take out Existence. And, you know, that's the segue, Anders. Existence. That's
the segue. No, what I was going to say is he was, like, people were really sort of hating on him. He was like the Hunden of, like, early Global Offensive, essentially. It was really awful. There was another French player that I'm trying to recall the name of who actually ended up retiring. What was his name?
Hearts?
No, it was before that.
Yorick?
It wasn't Yorick. It was... the name will come back to me any second now.
Alright.
Ostriker.
Okay.
People used to hate a lot on Ostriker as well. Yeah, there have been some people like that, but actually in CSS, like Vendetta has been saying this to us for a long time. CSS Existence, just raw fragging ability was really, really up there. Like a very, very strong player. So I don't know. Maybe he's got some renewed energy to play this game. Maybe he's been struggling for a long time with this team. I'm actually very excited to watch Existence play nowadays. I feel like it's almost feels like the dawn of a new day. Scream going to be moving up here on the quad side, moving in towards the bomb site. Bialy with a good shot there on Existence to drop him, and RPK turning around and catching Snacks in a move that would have otherwise maybe 1VP the round here, but now there's still a chance here. And look at Scream turning around and spraying down Neo. Now it's going to be defending over at Banana. Pasha in a great position here with about 30 seconds left. They did see him, and they're getting the shots through. There has to be a headshot because it's Scream. And now look who's looking up here, Shocks. If he clears out or even knows where Taz is, that could be a really big move.
Oh, they realize this. Look at this VP. Nice shot there by Taz. Good spray taking out Shoxy, and now RPK and Scream, they're going to round the corner straight into the firing squad. VP 1 step ahead of Titan. They saw the fake coming, and they are in position to stop that push up onto the A site. Nice recovery there by VP, but they're definitely not out of the woods yet. Only 2 survive, so this is still going to be a very awkward buy for them. Not ideal, far from it. This is still, I mean, yeah, it's going to take some adjusting, I think, to see, you know, Existence doing so much. It seems like he's also putting himself in positions where he's going to be able to pick up more frags as well, whereas it used to be he was a bit more like, I don't want to say like the spider or something, but, you know, kind of the puppet master, you know, just so focused on what his teammates were doing that he wasn't really focusing on his own game at all.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true. Which is, it could be a great trait, but it could also be a bit of a problem. Snacks here with the Max 7 close. He's going to execute 1, 2, third kill. Snacks looking for a quad. He can't get it, but Pasha's going to be there to pick it up. Wonderful sequence there, shutting down the whole Titan side. And that is going to give Virtus Pro just a bit of breathing room here. Not that much money on Titan, and you got to wonder if they're going to risk a force up here, and they will. That's again something that they wouldn't normally do. But I think Existence' willingness to sort of sacrifice himself for his teammates it's a really, really good quality to have. But if you do it over a period of like 2.5 years, you're gonna wake up one day and feel like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't. I'm so sick of it. So I think just the sort of mentally for him to refresh himself, it's really good.
This is in a lot of things, right? This could be the fact that they no longer have Kenny to worry about with the AWP. This could also be the fact that, well, Titan have 7 rounds on Inferno T side, so they're like, YOLO! You do what we want now, boys. Go for those unpredictable kinds of plays. And, well, they have an idea of where, Scream is playing from. If they run into Scream, though, and give him the chance to land headshots, he will do that to you, though. He will just wreck you.
That grenade landed quite literally. It actually did hit Scream's model. You see a little wobble there at the end, so there's a bit of a grenade collision going on, and it's going to bring it back to 4-7. This game could be a very interesting one. I feel like Titan are fired up, and they will be playing in our last game as well against Dignitas, so we will be seeing a little bit of them. I honestly have been feeling like steadily less and less interested in what Titan have been doing in all their games, because I feel like I just didn't see any hope.
True.
With this lineup now, I'm feeling
There's the spark there.
Yeah, I'm fired up again. I'm ready for it. Neo here going to be taking down Smiths, and that is a good start for the Polish side, who got robbed of their victory against Envy in overtime, no less. So they might try and take revenge on Titan here, even though it's proven a little bit difficult. If they turn around, though, they can catch Existence and the bomb too.
Actually, this is a little awkward for Existence. Nicely done, though. Snax manages to connect with the first man around the corner. Shoxy is there, though, and then Pasha just caught out in the middle of no man's land. Flashed blind, and now it's a 3-on-3, and they're just barreling onto that B site. No time wasted here from Titan. They don't have a smoke. Oh, no, they did. They had 1 smoke to put up to block off CT. That's perfect. And now with 2 rifles, P250 and RPK, he can be the man exactly playing the close position. This is a very difficult enough for Virtus.pro to crack. They do have 2 flash nades, though.
They're going to check their corner. Flashbangs go through. RPK doing some good damage. He takes down 1 point blank range with the AWP. Neo shotgunning down RPK, and now it's going to be a 2 versus 2. The bomb's still ticking. Shots coming up from behind. He drops Neo, and now it's all on Taz. He's found the 1 kill. He has got the kit, and he's just holding it down. Shox has to move a bit closer. He's not doing it, and it's going to be the defuse here for Taz. He's going to get it, turns around, and goes down a Shox, who picks up a triple. But that was a nice round there. Taz just realizing couldn't let go.
He went for that old default plant. The old default when you used to be able to wallbang through the corner of the wall there, right? If you're standing in construction, you remember that?
Right, so I'm just going to show people, just so that they don't know, because that used to be a thing. And actually, Existence was the first that we saw do it, ever. You could wallbang through here.
You used to be able to, right there, if you hit the angle just right. Yeah. So people would be planting that bomb, but then if you're a CT, you could just actually wait in construction and just like zap them down.
Yep. Very good point. That was a lot of fun stuff around that, I feel like.
I mean, remember the days of, Senya never actually did it in an official, but he used to buy negevs in practice and wallbang through that wall straight into the entrance to Banana.
Yeah, it's where Pasha's standing just on the other side of the wall, essentially. It's another wallbang spot. You could stand on this and then shoot right through and hit a good angle.
And even with rifles, regular rifles, didn't even have to be a negev. Negev was trolling, but people would do that with M4s and actually do a lot of damage.
Well, Shox, who almost heroed that last round, but fell short by a couple of seconds. He is out of this round, 13th round up here. Scream charging on in, hitting an instant headshot by Ali. Through the smoke, is going to pick up a kill and do some good damage to RPK as well. And right now, it's looking like VP are embarking on some sort of comeback here. Snax, bottom of Banana. Molotov goes up to buy time.
Yeah, they're definitely getting a little frustrated here. Nice change of play there. And Snax will get overwhelmed by Existence, winning that duel hands down. Looking for the headshot, and there it is. Peekaboo on to be Ali. But Pasha and Taz going to peek him together, and this is basically an impossible situation here for Existence. Best case scenario, is that Hugh gets up onto B site behind that smoke, but then Taz isn't having any of that.
Look at him waving.
Goodbye hopes.
Yeah.
For this round.
Well, 7 to 6, 14th round is coming up, and Virtus.pro, these are close rounds, even when Titan just have pistols or very little equipment, but they are winning them on the Polish side, I mean. So we've still got a game on our hands here, but so far it's been an impressive first half for Titan. See if they can keep going.
We're going to find out. Full buy now. Well, 14th round, this is it. If Titan can win this round, they have a huge chance of just breaking it, but Scream can't find the entry. Tries to hunt down Bialy. That was a likely angle. Did some damage, but no kill. Smith though steps in and actually takes out Neo, and the second kill comes in. RPK removing Snax. That opens up the B site. Titan don't know it, but they could actually just rotate straight in there, have a totally free site to themselves.
Look how close that was to Shox actually taking the fight on balcony there and maybe going down. There were 2 people waiting for him, both byali and Taz, so that would have been a bit of a disaster, but he actually stays alive and is now lurking somewhere in middle, and that's gonna, you can even see that Taz is sort of wondering, should I go middle? Over at the B-bomb side, Existence playing tree. Shox gonna win the fight against Taz. byali, he's about to check it, but he gets shot at from the bomb site, and that was enough of a diversion of his attention that RPK does there. That's going to be all up to Pasha now, 1 versus 3.
Yeah, it's incredible. Look at how the patience. They just now are going to get that bomb planted. They waited that entire time to see if they could do a little bit more damage to Virtus.pro. And well, now Pasha, he's got a bit of a tough task on his hands. He has all the money to rebuy, but he will walk into that crossfire. Well timed there by Shoxy to peek out after RPK gets killed. And that's going to put it up here. 8 rounds for Titan on Inferno T side. Even the fish are having a ball down there.
Yeah, they get to live. Oh, sorry, yeah, the bomb doesn't go up, so I guess they do get to live.
They get life.
I secretly think that's actually why the terrorists are going to be to begin with. It's not about the boxes over here that seem to be a value. It's all about the fish. You know.
These are actually some extremely rare, very valuable goldfish.
I mean, I think actually grenade fishing is a real term.
It is, isn't it? It's illegal, though, right?
This is taking it to a whole new level.
I think it is illegal to do that. But yeah, regardless. Boop.
Anything fun usually is. Neo is going to get the early kill, but he goes down. He keeps pushing and runs into Scream, and it's going to be a headshot Existence here. Spots out a couple of pixels of Taz and will take him out. And in the middle, byali playing close to the smoke here, trying to see if he could get anything done, but it's not going to happen. Snax playing top banana in the meantime, looking for a headshot with the Deagle. Titan are in position to take away this last round here.
Yeah, get a huge lead going into the second half. Just massive. 9 rounds T-side. They've just succeeded in tombing Virtus.pro. Even if it ends 8-7, that's a phenomenal half for Titan. So this is it. They're just playing the clock now. 50 seconds left. Still mid-control. Looking to see if they can't get into apartments, it seems. Snax will spot the man at bottom banana, though. He's looking for that shot, and he spots the bomb as well. So that could actually give it a little bit away here. 40 seconds. They're starting to cut this really close here, Titan.
Yeah, they are. Snax only has a flashbang to buy time, and Pasha's playing close to middle. But you're right, if he gets an important kill, like a key frag here with the flashbang as well, could he be able to buy enough time? He's in that bomb site, flashbang goes out, he's going to go and peek, but there's just too many people there, and he can't get the first kill either. RPK surviving on 2 health, and Pasha making his way around the corner. If he had landed 1 pellet on RPK, that would have been the bomb down, but not going to be the case.
No, he's still struggling a little bit in here. Let's see, Pasha, he could get the first one. This is an easy shot, yep. Second one, though, a little bit tricky. He swaps out for the rifle instead. 2-on-3 retake now. He's done some damage, Pasha. He's given himself a chance, but Scream is there to hold the line, and it's going to be Scream looking for the last one, but Smith robs him. Denies it at the end. 15th round goes to Titan, and it's going to be a 9-6 lead for them going into their CT half. Yeah, that's just incredibly strong. And I think Virtus.pro are the ones, Virtus.pro have been known to do this in the past, where they slightly underestimate their opponents, and these sorts of things can happen, right? And I'm wondering if they didn't go into this match thinking, okay, Envy, you know, there's the true test. They did just get rocked by Envy in overtime. They lost a very close match. That's going to take a lot of energy out of them. And then they have to go into a match where maybe they're thinking to themselves, well, you know, it's Titan. It's not as big a deal, right? And then Titan are just like, sup, bruh? Like, this chicken, you know?
Unlike this chicken.
Exactly. They just ran away, and that's exactly what happened. VP was that chicken.
Brutal Shox.
Monster.
The chicken murderer.
Maybe he was hungry.
Shox the Ripper. Well, I mean, it could be. I also think Titan are just playing like several levels above what they were before this change. I think picking up Shox and Smiths was obviously good, and having Scream added, I think all these elements that have been added in, they're all good, but I would say what the big change for me is like the mental state seems to be different, right? So I actually think they're playing like, considering how it's not that long ago that this change happened, so in my opinion they shouldn't be playing this well just yet. I think it's like like right now it's the chemistry that's changed and everyone's feeling great. You know, sometimes we call it like the honeymoon period or whatever, where everyone is, you know, just in a really good spot. Yeah. I feel like maybe that's what they're going through here.
I think it's just close enough, right? Where you have 3 players who come in who are used to a more aggressive style, and the other 2 kind of have to follow along, right?
Yeah.
It's like Shox isn't going to put up with anything that's not similar to what Envy had. And that's the thing. Like, if he takes a step back, he's not interested in that. He wants to try and get this team ship shape and up to Envy standards, which is YOLO everywhere, be brave, take the fights, win the maps. And so, yeah, I think you're starting to see that style out of Titan now, just due to Shoxy and Smith joining up, but then Scream as well, just that additional firepower. And, you know, there you go. Look at this. Shoxy is such a godlike player. Like, 3 headshots, just dominating. No fear either. Just brave. Just stands his ground, takes the battles, and Smith's looking for his second one. He's not going to find it. Has to back off here, and he will get overwhelmed, but no, RPK is there to save him just in the nick of time.
Here's how that play also works for Titan. So they have 3 people stacked up in B. Shox is the only one to go aggressive. He runs and tries to take a fight. If he loses that fight, that might be the spark, or they're hoping it might be the spark for VB to say, all right, B bomb site's open, or at least there's just going to be like 1 person there. Let's rush. And then there's another 2 waiting, and you crossfire them down, and you win the round. And Shox is like, oh, I'm just going to win the round anyway on my own. Just three headshots. That was completely ridiculous.
That was some old style Shox.
Yeah.
Like P2000, you know, just, I mean, I think, yeah.
If we get like old style Shox and old style RPK, like going all the way back, and then just
that
like
is ever coming back, bro.
I don't know. I still have some hope.
You still have some hope? Well,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, hope springs eternal, right? But you know, Anders, hope is just a waking dream.
I'm not gonna go there. It's too deep.
Yeah, I think we're all waiting for RBK to have that kind of performance again, right? I mean, NBK, RBK, ends with the K. It's just that NBK is godlike, and well, RBK still has some work to do. But let's see how things go here in this second half. And there it is, Existence. He gets flanked. Doesn't matter. Still trades 1 for 1. That leaves Scream alive, but then Scream is gone just like that.
Oh, RPK coming in, stops the bomb, hits another headshot, and that's going to probably be the round here. Pasha all on his own, trying to reload that P9 in the back line. As he was doing it, his whole team was dying, so 1 for 3 now. That was a huge triple there from RPK. Otherwise, the bomb goes down, and they could just try and buy a lot of time on the BP side here. Pasha trying to get the damage or the kill in on RPK, but not going to happen, so Titan salvaged the round, and that's going to be 11-6 here. I mean, the reason why I keep up hope for all these old players that sort of come back, it's not all of them, but I think people have sort of proven themselves. Like, when you get to, like, the superstar, the Markolov or RPK type level, I don't think you can just, like, lose that skill. I think it's perfectly possible to be really rusty or be lacking motivation because it's been so long. Like, there's a lot of factors that means you won't make it back to that level, but I don't think you will just somehow, you know, lose the ability to do it.
You'll get that glimmer every now and again. Like we saw there. I mean, RPK is one of the only guys who will actually tap with an SMG, just saying. I mean, we're seeing him spray there, but yeah.
Well, this round working out just fine. It's a very aggressive play and something that VP themselves love doing. That's a Glock close range to take down Scream, and he's almost getting the second kill here, but Rescue is shown up, and it's in the form of Smith. Takes down the kill on Taz there, so 12-6 Titan, doubling the round score of Virtus Pro, who can finally buy. It's been a long time coming. Shox is currently top fragging, 19 kills. And then Smith's at 8, but I don't really mind it. I think Smith can play all those utility roles and everything else. That's what the team needs.
That's pretty much that is pretty much his role, it seems, on this team right now, or at least he's kind of filling that.
Which is great. I mean, my hat's off to Smiths for wanting to play that role and for stepping it up and doing it. Very important, because I mean they've got the star power now.
Yeah, between. You know, just like Existence is taking a bit more of a forward role. He usually tends to like to play aggressive banana, though, so we're not going to look that. Boom, double nade onto Bialy. Nice touchdown. Existence, though, that's the kind of Existence we want to see. Not the guy who tries to jump away and run away. No, just plants himself down and takes that fight, takes that kill. That was beautiful.
Yeah, but you got to believe it. You got to know that you could do it, and he was ready for it. I think he did get blocked a little bit in the beginning by Scream. Was it over there? Yeah, maybe. Shox should land a headshot on Taz, and gonna be a second kill from Shox before he finally goes down, but it's pretty much killing the round here for VP. 2 versus 4, and they don't have a lot of health, so sure what the plan is right now. Smiths. Okay.
Like, one more bullet on a Neo would have done it. How does he actually get out of that Neo? Oh, there's the flash. Neo, he's off on the timing, but damage was done. Smiths will get another frag on the board, and it's going to be Bialy now in a 1v4 situation with 30 seconds left, and Smiths peeks out. Smith decides to just get that info, I suppose.
You know, that kind of like, it wasn't just spraying, it was just like, you know, like painting with that P90 all over the place. It's like almost like that scene from Predator, you know, with the minigun out in the jungle where it's just like, mine, just all over the place.
Okay, good.
Why don't we have a minigun in CSGO? Can we get that?
Come on, man. Like, I'd be down with that. Just imagine having a minigun on Inferno. I guess that for them, their minigun, though, is the Negev, right?
It's close. Close-ish.
Close-ish.
Maybe even like a minigun skin for the Negev.
Yeah, that or you get a sandwich when you buy the minigun. You know, a little bit of a TF2 nod there to the heavy.
Yeah, apparently they're bringing matchmaking back in TF2.
Oh.
Back in, they're going to make it, apparently.
Really? Are they going to remove crits?
No. I mean, for competitive, it is. I was tweeting about TF2 recently, and the whole TF2 community was saying it's going to be better than it's ever been before.
Okay. Okay.
I'm interested. I'm curious.
The return?
I'm intrigued.
The return? I would love it. I would love it. I used to play way too much TF2 back in the day.
Yeah, I've got a significant amount of hours in that
yeah,
game
you
as
do
well.
too, dude.
Just a bit. All right, well, Existence down to half health here. Is the auto sniper on Smiths to try and see if he gets some damage in that way, playing in the library, and in the meantime, it's set up for a bit of a B push coming out here from the Virtus Pro side. Smokes and everything else are down, but they're going to try and push their way through anyway. Screaming Existence in awful spots. No, you're not supposed to stand in the same corner. Existence, he takes the fight, he gets one. Are they going to check for Scream? They might not. It might actually work out here, but he's not going to get the kill, and that's one of those times where you really don't want to be tapping, where you'd much rather just spray and try and get that double.
And I'm glad that you said that, Anders, because it looked like he couldn't make up his mind. Looked like he was caught between the two, between either tap, or spray, or what? Oh, there was a moment's hesitation. Shox, of course, no hesitation there. Sprays down Neo, gets the job done, and we're pretty even as far as the life is concerned, although byali is a little bit low. RPK takes the peek, removes Snacks, and that was the full HP member here for Virtus Pro. So this is it now. Taz and byali, they got to make this crossfire work. They have to stay alive. Smith finds Taz, though, and now it's going to be down byali, but they've done a good enough job here, Virtus Pro. They've bought themselves enough time. That bomb is going to go up. byali probably going to die with them, but he takes Smiths as well.
And that's a huge deal. That's the auto sniper gone, and they can't afford to look, he's got 1800. Bit of a mistake on Smiths. I think he didn't really need to hang around there, even though I understand getting the kill and everything, but still a bit too much, perhaps. Good round from VP ultimately. Look, so standing two people like that, the way they got caught when VP pushed in, it should have actually meant that they lost the bomb side, which they did. But because Existence gets caught and they don't check for Scream, that's like a moment when it actually turns in Titan's favor, even just a little bit. But you're right, just the failed spray or the failed shots there, a little bit weird.
Definitely wonky. That's not what you're supposed to see out of Scream. Like, Scream, Taz should have been dead 100%. Or like, at least that's like a 100% kill for anybody. You should be able to get that one and then start being a real threat for the remaining 3 Virtus Pro members, but didn't pan out that way this time. What was that? Smiths. He's got a combination swag machine gun.
No, it looked like a flamethrower almost.
Dude, that was pretty cool. All right, Virtus Pro. They get mid control now. They haven't committed yet to the A site fully, but they can set up to start swarming around these angles, get up short, get up long, and see what they can do. They're waiting to see if anybody from Titan's going to get a little adventurous, try and peek in here for info, but that's just not going to be the case. Now begins the wrap. It's all on RPK now to stand his ground, start getting some damage done.
He's alone, and he walks right into that headshot. This push is perfect from VP. Couldn't possibly be better. Scream is going to go down as well as Smithson. Existence just has to run away. There are a lot of, like, if you try and wrap around here this bomb site from the terrorist side and you get back in here and there are 2 people in pit, generally that's such a problem. But because Shox wasn't in pit, he was up on the balcony, they just took him down, which left RPK alone down here, and that's not a cool position to be in. It's very tricky, but if they were both in pit instead, it would have been a much better position. What could have happened still is, and what does often happen is you just put up a smoke and you put the bomb down without even fighting the pit. But no such luck at all. Shox on balcony instead of in pit probably made this round for VP. So really good push on their part here. 13-8. Titan out of money.
Out of money and losing a little bit of control here. They're Virtus Pro. I mean, they're managing to chain rounds together now. This is where they start to get that confidence back. I mean, we saw what they just did to Envy as well. A really close match, but they managed to get so many rounds in Virtus Pro that why wouldn't they be able to do the same thing versus Titan here? They could definitely, once they get control of the economy, just pressure Titan into these awkward situations and go for those kinds of brave plays like we just saw there from Virtus Pro. Wrap around, challenge on A, get the job done with the headshots. So, I mean, yeah, Titan are going to have to make some adjustments. And they should have the money to go for a full buy in the next round. So now's the time. They can't let Virtus.pro get much further than this.
Well, Smith's playing close here with the P250. Shoulder peaks and notices a couple of people. He's getting a little bit of backup coming in from behind as well. RPK's here, but he's going to get dropped in. A bit of a shame. Shox sees the shadow and drops the player, and the bomb as well picks up an AK. Still very unlikely for him to actually win this round. But a little bit annoying for VP, and now that they're all focused on it, Scream trying to see if he can make his way through, running through the smoke. It's going to go down on Neo, so now it is all on Shox.
The hero, he's actually got Kevlar. Tries to fake it. Oh, he does actually make it work. Full flash on Byali. Not going to get the kill, though. A little bit of a hesitation there on Shox's part, and that doesn't pan out in the end. That actually worked, though. That was a pretty slick flash. But okay, here we go. Buy time for Titan. Do they let VP keep coming back into this?
I had my fingers crossed, though, because after that initial engagement, he had 3 health. I was sort of hoping he would jump off the balcony and just, like, you know, that would be even funny.
See, man, that's the thing. Shoxy doesn't make mistakes like that.
Apparently not.
No.
But the gap is closing quite rapidly here. At some point we were at 12-6, now we're at 13-9. So Virtus.pro starting to sort of crawl back into the game, and Titan needs to figure out a plan to stop that from happening. They've got 3 people at top banana, all sort of shuffling about on top of each other. What? Existence! He doesn't even stop, he just clicks them away. It's going to be a second kill, and Scream following up with a couple of headshots. What the hell did we just see?
I don't know. We might get a replay. Can we get a replay?
That was a disgusting one-tap.
Yeah, they're roasting. Yeah, he just manages to just one-tap Taz, drop that bomb up at top banana as well. Means that Virtus.pro have to challenge. They have to press. Okay, okay. That was nice, Existence. That almost looked like he just, like, you know, bopped his keyboard, you know, his mouse into his keyboard or something, you know? Just like the accidental shot that actually just ruins Virtus.pro's round.
A lot of grenades again, preemptively, just trying to make sure that nobody's rushing. Instead, they're going to go back towards the middle. Shox and RPK are here, trying to see if they can cover it up. And RPK taking a fight initially. Shox going to get the frag, and RPK, he's going to go down. So now showing up for the party is going to be Smith. He drops one. And it's back to a 2 versus 3. Existence trying to come in here, see if he can help out. Grenade almost kills Taz. That was a huge grenade there. Smith's going to make his way into the middle. Byali tries to peek, and he will make that frag happen with a headshot as well.
Oh, an Existence. Hoping to get lucky. That's definitely a different Existence. You would think that Existence would want to try and keep his location secret for just a little bit longer. Smoke's going down, and unfortunately, this do not work. Existence, though, will have the bullets to go for a spray. Does he realize just how low Taz and Byali are, though? I think he's more concerned about the economy. He's going to be backing off. Or did Shox just yell at him?
I think he probably got the news that Byali's low, because that was the fight in the middle there, but it's really hard to know at this point. And because they still have a good round lead and they know these need to win 2 rounds and it's done, they might just be valuing this this AK. I can't really blame them.
I mean, that's actually something to point out as well, guys, in case you're, in case you're unaware. In the competitive matches like this, unlike matchmaking, you can't tell how much damage you've done to your opponent.
Oh yeah.
So when you die, you know, that's why it's always like, okay, it's kind of a guessing game, right? Unless you see the headshot, then you're like, okay, he's lit, he's low, he's only got 10 HP left, right? Go for him, right? But if it's in this awkward spray situation, sometimes it can be a little bit of guesswork as to just how, you know, damaged the opponents are.
And it's also really hard sometimes, I think, to trust necessarily your opponent's calls, because we've seen plenty of examples when we do have, you know, listen-ins, where people do call it out, no, he's really low, and then someone's got 80 health, and you're like, no, he's really not. So you've got to be careful if you trust too much in it. And this AK, sadly, already he's down to 50 health, but it's an important save here for the upcoming rounds. 14-10. This game also looks like it's, you know, it's going the distance right now.
Yeah, buddy. This is where, oh, whoa, Pasha. Actually taking some damage there. Wants to pull a fast one. I mean, with that Molotov down, but again, with the smoke, it means they can't really take it for granted, that position. So Pasha taking a little bit of a risk. Let's see, where is this developing? Bomb is still waiting in mid, but it's going to make its way towards banana. And this smoke, once it clears, yeah, they're already getting set up now, Virtus.pro, to just execute onto this B site. A lot of this comes down to whether their last man here can actually make his way out of this, and that's Snax on a bit of a mission, trying to hold back the defense here on the A site.
Just not really the best equipment there. Snax does go down, so they get to steal another AK. But obviously, Smith's going down to that B-bomb site. Really nothing that he could have done anyway. Now they just need to save the AKs, and they should be set up pretty well for the upcoming round.
No, this shouldn't be a problem at all, in fact. Let me see. I mean, money should be reasonable.
I think they'll be fine.
Reasonable. Smith's is low, but the rest of them should be able to get some kind of a buy out of this. Unless this could come in. I mean, this could be, you know, a bit of a return of the old existence where it's like, you know what? Well, no, actually, I say that, and that was actually a weakness of existence where they actually went for 4 spies in situations where if they just played bravely and, you know, just ecoed one more round, they'd have had all the nades they need. But holding on to 2 AKs, we should be seeing a buy here, no doubt.
And historically speaking, against NIP especially, they've thrown away some big games to some early 4 subs. So I think it makes sense this time around. 2 AKs saved, and they'll be all right. This isn't like a last-ditch effort anyway for Titan. I mean, if they lose the round, they'll be able to get on the buy round in here somewhere. And their round loss bonus also, you know, it's going to be 2 rounds now, maybe a third if they don't get this one here. So 14-11. And Titan just needing 2 more rounds here.
Yeah, we see the nades going out, but now this is pressure on VP. They know that they have Titan on the back foot. They know that Titan are hurting. And look at all these nades. They're really trying to catch somebody out of position. Smith sets up for that smoke towards top banana, though, just in case they were trying to get position, or at least some kind of position going over their VP. They would have a little bit of trouble. Flash is not going to be good enough, though, and they do manage to just push up. And once again, Virtus.pro, they've made it their focus so far on this T side to just get control of top mid.
Yeah, but this time Existence is in library, and he's going to try and see if he can sneak through here. Already very low on health and down in pit. Shox is going to be dropped. This round is falling apart for Titan. Existence drops, and now Scream, last man left alive. And I think this round almost exclusively comes down to Titan not being quite patient enough here with their setup. It's
it's like not patient enough. It's just I don't think they figured out exactly how to deal with Virtus.pro. Like the timing on Virtus.pro for that take of top mid, they've really got it ironed out. Every single time, it just seems like nobody is really in position to stop it on Titan's side.
Initially, when I think was it Smith's playing this corner or was it Shox? I'm not sure.
I believe it was Smith's.
Yeah, I think it was. So playing this corner right here, it's great as long as you can just spot people coming through, but when he wanted to take the fight, he sort of peeked all the way out here and had 3 people shooting at him. There's no way he was ever going to win that, which is a bit of a shame, but even then, they had a good setup for it. They had 2 in pit and Existence in library, and they sort of kept fighting anyway, one at a time, so just not enough restraint that round, and it could have cost them. Now Shox is going for the casual eco-op here.
Why not, I guess. And there you go. Pasha is gone. And now, now this is really going to grind Virtus.pro's gears. Now they got to figure out where the hell this op is on the map.
This is one of those things that every pro team has had to go through at one time or another, losing around like this to just one AWP. You can see how much it's already slowed them down. They really want to make sure they don't run into it again. And Shox is trying to be very mobile, ends up an archway.
Now holding that line once again on mid. Expecting the same out of VP, but this time VP, they're like, okay, now we know maybe where it is. You might rotate off. If we have the smokes to block it down, and they do have the smokes to block off CT, they have everything they need for a full execute, in fact, Virtus.pro. So they just want to just go crashing onto this site. Shox is trying to rotate in to get into a position where he can actually have an impact, but if he catches a flash to the face exactly, he's actually not going to be able to stop them from getting onto this site right now, and it's going to come down to Existence.
Scream's gone down as well. Shox still playing over here. 14 health left, but the smoke is just not going to disappear. And he's trying to get a little bit closer. Existence landing a ridiculous shot, but he can't even make it back. And he's going to get dropped by Neo. Shox blind shot through. Smith's also picking up an AK. And Titan really trying to go for a retake 3v3 with no kit and no armor. That's a huge risk here.
Seems to me like they're really trying to make this expensive, but sometimes you have to go for the big plays. byali gets traded 1-for-1, and Smith is here. It's going to be down to Neo. And now the 1v1 clutch situation, but Shox, no kit, no time. He's just holding this angle. He knows where Neo's playing from now. And what would ideally, what would happen ideally is, yeah, exactly, gets the kill. He decides to get the kill anyway. Yeah. He was kind of probably just hoping to be able to hold Neo there long enough for Neo to go up with the bomb, but...
Wow, so I mean 27 kills on Shox, 25 on Existence. That has to be the highlight here. Really impressive. They get a lot out of this round. The only thing they bought was the AWP, and they make it out of the round with it still intact. So moving into the 13th round, second half here, they're going to have the economy to buy one more time, and VP's money, it'll be significantly lower than it would have been otherwise.
Yeah, what a long run have we had here so far. I mean, it's just been Titan right on the edge. They're just dancing on the edge. And a double AWP on Inferno.
All right, then.
That's not something you see every day. It's rare enough to see 1 AWP, let alone 2. Double nade again into towards bottom banana, one of them going to Woodlogs in particular. And there we go. One of the ops, Neo looking for the follow-up. Oh, this is going to get nasty, but they get the double entry. Neo and Taz. RPK and Shox are gone.
Oh, they almost lined up for Smiths, but he can't get more than the one kill, and Existence Scream, they really shouldn't even be running close. Existence, obviously feeling quite brave at the moment, but even he should be backing up at this point here. So, Virtus Pro equalizing the score at 14-14.
Yeah, and VP, I'm glad to see that Pasha's already out and hunting. It's in their best interest to try and get one of these guns off, or two of them. Well, that's nice work there by Scream. Another headshot for him. That puts him up to, well, you can't really actually believe these numbers. This is the reset at halftime, yeah, so not ideal. Not ideal, but still. Doing some work in Existence. It's just, you know, waiting, holding the angle. Byali finds Scream, and now Existence shouldn't live through this. They're going to be able to pick him off. Last man here, taking the fight. Snax runs in, and somehow Existence lives.
Wow.
What is this?
Very, very impressive and potentially very important here. We're 14-14. Whoever wins this next round could be running away with the game, so saving one rifle is going to allow him to drop for a teammate. A lot of money on Shock, so he could drop for a teammate, and that's going to secure them almost a full buy here. That was actually a huge play from Existence. Once again, he is stepping it up. He's tied with Shocks for top fragging, and it is going to be down to the wire here, ladies and gentlemen, in the E Pro League.
Just early nades all over the place. The HE is trying to do some damage, but nobody wants to make a mistake. This is such an important round. Nobody wants to be the one that's overextending, taking unnecessary risks, getting smacked in the face by an HE, or worse yet, a bullet. But again with those smokes, and again, VP setting up for the mid take, it seems. They have 3 players there. They've already infiltrated apartments, clearing it out, and that's just being thorough. Existence, though, did he manage to body block that nade? Yeah, it's an imperfect nade. He got in the way of it before it could go off.
Interesting. It feels like a lot of these rounds from VP have been either wrapping Arch or just going to the B bomb site, so we'll see if they can switch it up a bit here. Smiths and RPK, the only ones over at A, and they're very far from each other, so they kind of have to win their fights individually. Existence coming up with a good kill there on Pasha, and that's going to be Smiths. It almost looked like Neo was crouching in slow motion there.
Yeah, that was so, I mean, that's the new scope speed, right? So slow. Now a 2-man advantage. Titan, I was about to say that they don't have many nades, so holding a push is going to be really tough. And Virtus Pro just decided to feed themselves to them one after another. Byali is going to set it up. Snax finds RPK as well. Bomb is making its way towards the B side, but he just doesn't have the time. Existence as well. Him being here has pretty much ruined it. 10 seconds left. He has to get up on a short and get the plant immediately. Smiths has been spotted. Can he get the plant fast enough here? Virtus Pro making way, and it's actually going to come down to Taz. This is a split second, and it's not going to happen. He doesn't get the plant fast enough.
That's ridiculous. It's so close. He stopped at 6 seconds to just take a peek there and like, oh yeah, there is a CT in this bomb site. Oh, the plant. You're right. That's what we were doing.
And they actually body blocked each other as well.
That is a very, very odd way to lose a very important round here. Again, there's a lot on the line here for these teams. Qualifying means pretty much everything. So 15-14, it's either overtime or it's going to be Titan finally closing out this game. They looked for a long time like they were straight winning it. But though it's been hard here in the second half. Virtus Pro, they've been looking very strong.
Well, the shots, I mean, again, VP holding very far back. Not the usual aggression. They didn't try and rush into anything. They're really taking their time, feeling out the defense, trying to figure out where to take it next. Just so uncommon to see Virtus Pro hesitate with the calls in the end like that in that last round. Still a little rattled by that. And that's definitely going to be frustrating for VP. They're going to feel like they got robbed. But right now, at least, Titan, again, going with that early 3-man stack on the B site. This seems to be their standard now. I mean, Scream is here, Existence as well. Yeah, the 3 of them just playing around this site. But again, VP taking over top mid. So now Titan have to start wondering, are they going to push onto A? Are they once again going to try to make this play happen?
RPK Shocks here, Smith showing up in Archway as well, while another person, that's Existence, rotating out of B at maybe the wrong time, because they are coming. Existence going to be here. It's going to be the classic Existence pop flash right through. Scream going to get a headshot. Existence picks up a kill, but he can't make the 180 turn. Scream, one more headshot. He can't take out Taz, but still a good position for them right here. Smith's looking to jump through. Max 7 shot to the back of Taz, and now it's all on Snax here. 1 versus 2, and Titan, they're just a kill away here from taking down Virtus.pro on Inferno in a bit of a crazy match. It's Taz, oh sorry, it's Snax here getting the kill on RPK, and he's down to 35. And Smiths, look at the time here. Can he do it? No, they're going to run out of time one more time. He can't possibly make it. Smiths, he makes it around the corner, and that's going to be the game. 16-14, and Snax avenging himself, but it's too late. What is going on here, Semler? You look so disappointed.
I'm a little lost. I'm just like, I don't know. What are these two are out? Like, how is that a way to finish this map?
And that's Existence, by the way, dropping a 30 bomb in this game. Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've said that.
I'm very, very excited about Existence right now. It's really cool stuff. Great job.
I was, you know, I'm glad to see that Titan were able to make it stick in the end, though. And
yeah, I mean, there are so many things. Again, like new lineup, all this closing out games, obviously a very important thing to be able to do. And I think, you know, we still haven't seen everything this lineup can do, but there's some quality stuff here.
Yeah, I'm just glad that, you know, Shoxy, I had this picture in mind. You said honeymoon period, right? And then they started to struggle, and I was going to say, you know, that's when Existence, you know, found Shoxy and Smiths in a room, and they had a picture of Envy. They were just like looking at it like, oh, what could have been?
Could have been us.
What could have been? But well, I mean, no, it doesn't seem like that happened. Seems like they were able to stick it out in the end.
I feel like the sweetest thing right now, surely for Smiths and Shox, must be to come back and beat Envy. On, like, you know, there's so much like weird internal things going on in the French team right now. You know, that matchup on LAN, Titan and Envy, best of 5 on LAN.
Yeah.
Damn, that'd be fun.
I like the NA scene, you know. There isn't a whole lot of I mean, well, you know, I was going to say, like, you know, Freakazoid calling out the NA scene for a lot of smack talk and all that. I mean, there isn't as much going on in the French scene, to be honest. Like, to be fair, like they do actually they've played together for so long now, all of them, that they all know each other so well. And yeah, there are some opinions, but not as much smack talk.
All right, less smack talk.
Less smack talk. That doesn't mean that Shox doesn't want to like plant a knife in Envy and, you know, basically like knock them out of a tournament.
Yeah, I feel like the way that breakup happened. I feel like the way that breakup happened in Montreal, things will make it a little bit weird, you know, just a little bit. It's not the last match though, guys. We do have obviously Dignitas going to be playing up against Titan.
Sure.
A best of 1 game to close out the evening here. Also, if you've missed any results or anything else, go and check out the Score Esports as well, and download the app as well for iOS and Android. So pretty good stuff there. It's right at the bottom of the screen. You can check it out. So you will be kept up to date with everything, and some cool articles on there as well. Definitely go check it out. We're both simultaneously getting ready. I was going to say we'll be back after a quick break here with Dignitas and Titan.